I was born February 1st, 1902, to Carrie Langston and James Hughes. My parents separated right after I was born. Therefore, I had to be raised by my grandmother in Lawrence, Kansas. But even being brought up by her, she instilled the belief that I could do what I could do. She taught me about the racism, that love could conquer hate, and it also instilled in me my passion for writing. And one of my English teachers, she inspired me, you know, to just believe and dream. And with that, I wrote a poem entitled "The Negro Speaks of River." And after that, I graduated from high school, and I tried to go, but my dad, who had been to Mexico, he couldn't deal with the racism down here, but I had to fight it. So me and Dad never did get along, so I left. He wanted me to be an engineer, and I wanted to be a writer. So I came back down to New York, and I joined, I enrolled in Columbia University. But after I met Pearl Bailey, during the Harlem Renaissance, Duke Ellington, when I went to hanging out with those people, I dropped out. But even though I was a dropout, I had different jobs. I worked under Carter G. Woodson. I was his personal assistant. But being a personal assistant was a good job. I couldn't write. So I dropped out. I quit that job. And I was a busboy in Washington, D.C. And then I met this man named Vaco Michelle Lindsay. He was a white poet. He had written some racist things, but you know, he was known. He made me go up on him to help me cross the bridge. Yeah. And he publicized, you know, one of my poems, Getting Old. The Weary Blue. And that poem won first place. It also allowed me to get a scholarship to Lincoln University, a black school in Pennsylvania. One of my classmates was Thurgood Marshall. And after I graduated in 1929, and I left Pearl Buildings alone. But I still was influential in the Renaissance, and it made a lot of my writing be, you know, effective. I had a jazz effect on it. And even though time is permitted from 1929 on to 67, when the real man died, not me. Remember that, children. He died at 67 of prostate cancer. Now, with that being said, from 29 to 67, there's so much that you can read about it. But I have a little short poem to share with you about dreams, because I believe there's a lot of dreamers right here.